I wanted a boring January. I didn't get a boring January. Hi everybody, this is my monthly video where I check in on my goals and I set up my February power sheets for, February, because that's what I said. It's been a long day, you guys. In the past, what I have done is I have gone and filled out every single bit with you guys, and I'm still gonna fill out a good chunk of this, but at first I just wanna go over my goals and where I'm at so far after the end of this month. Then we will bust into my filling out of the tending list. This is a new format for me. Feel free to give me your constructive comments in the comments, because today I am just a member of the School of Redundancy School. Goal number 1 is to grow my community broader and deeper. The items on my tending list were my 2020 analytics to see what stuff my community enjoyed this past year and to refresh my content buckets, the way I kind of brainstorm new ideas and decide how and why I'm going to do things. And I did both of those. I accomplished both of those. I also put in a good amount of work on the quarterly book club, which we actually will be starting next week. So make sure you subscribe. That video is coming out in a week or so. Stay tuned. My second goal was to develop systems and sustainability in my business. And again, I made the progress I wanted to make this month with one exception. So on my tending list, I had big picture business structure, quarterly content calendar. Those are both done. And actually, I spent a good chunk of the beginning of the month on them and felt really good when they were done. I also got meetings scheduled with Jesse, and we've actually started having them. And I have begun mostly finished the process of onboarding him into the Etsy shop. The thing I didn't get done was reopening the Etsy shop, at least as of the filming of this video. I still have about a week of January left, so there's still time, but it occurs to me that I can't be the one to make that decision entirely now, because now that Jesse's involved, he actually is a part of that. We are almost there on it though. So if it doesn't get finished this month, it'll get finished right towards the beginning of the month. I'm not going to put that on my power sheets for next month, I don't think, because a lot of that is out of my control at this point, but I've done everything that I can do, almost everything I can do at least, to get it there. So I did not entirely finish all of my actions for this quarter's goal, but most of the way there. Also, I remember that when I said set my full business plan, that I wanted revenue goals as part of that, and I actually did that, which was probably the scariest part for me, because talking about money is just one of those things that I still struggle with, and I'm going to continue to work on this year. My third goal, to infuse all aspects of my business with creativity, I made some significant progress on as well. I scheduled my creative dates and had my first one, and it was relaxing, although I did wind up brainstorming some ideas with you guys. I don't remember if it was on a YouTube live or if it was with my patrons, but I brainstormed some ideas for what to do on those creative dates, and this time I did some painting, and I think next month I might spend some time thinking about my ideal week and time batching, because I'm pretty sure that workflows are going to start showing up in my power sheets pretty soon. I also brainstormed the book club books. I do not have them all set for the year. I do have the initial books figured out, and I've got some great suggestions, and my Discord is going to get refreshed soon. That's actually something that I am probably going to have on this next month's goals, and within there will be a thread for suggestions for the book club. It's not there yet as of the filming of this video, but it should be there soon. It might be there by the time this video goes up. It depends on how much work I get done over the next few days. Goal number 4, the one where I am, empowering my kids to become adults with a strong sense of self. There were some monkey wrenches this month that were out of my control, but we worked through them. The thing I discovered was that a lot of the things I wanted to work on with my kids this month are not a 1-month kind of situation. We need to continue the work, because while it's 1 month in my goal planner, it's 2 weeks in real time with my kids, because I have them every other week. And this month the custody was all sorts of wack-a-doo because of the winter break. So, it's not fair to expect that I'm gonna teach my kids better sleep habits in 2 weeks, especially when they're going back and forth between here and Dad's house, where the schedules are different, just because of the parent situation with work and everything else. We did work on their sleep routines. We did work on regular therapy, and have made some progress on that point in various ways that are really not mine to share with you guys, but we've worked on that. We've worked on sleep routines, and we've worked on cooking with Jesse, all things that are really important to us when it comes to the kids, but I will likely move almost all of those, if not all of them, to the power sheets this month for February, because again, like I said, I need to have more time to work on them with them. But we have had real conversations with them. And while I will not be updating my 21 and 2021 every single goals video to be a quarterly thing, I will say that the skill that we worked on this month was them learning about insurance. I would say that the biggest struggle was the cleaning plan, but that's actually, I believe, the next goal. It is goal number 5, create a secure and life-giving home. Establish a regular cleaning plan is the quarterly goal. Tasks this month were to execute the cleaning plan. Like, that's the only thing that's on the power sheets, and I did that. On the mini goals, there were some things that I didn't actually put into the power sheets, but I accomplished: researching cleaning tasks, creating the plan, and finding an app. I did all of those things. The struggle was actually executing on it. One of my weaknesses, one of my things I need to work on is delegating. One of the things that has always gotten me through the bare minimum is work ethic, and now that I feel like shit, work ethic's not saving me very much. And so yeah, that's probably going to go on next month's power sheets as well. We have the plan. We just need to stay on top of it. I downloaded the Today, T-O-D-Y app. Next week when the kids are here, we're going to get the whole family on it. And then I'm going to start figuring out a way to annoy them with the app. And I've warned them it's coming. That particular task on my power sheets was both for teaching the kids habits and keep getting the house nice. And I would say on both those fronts, keeping the house nice and teaching the kids habits, we're not quite there yet. Goal number 6 is to support my physical health with restorative habits. And my kind of quarterly goal, I know I haven't been really talking about the quarterly goals here as much, just more in relation to the yearly goal, but this one I think is kind of specific enough where I want to bring it up, is to improve my sleep. And I have actually done some pretty good work on it. The 2 things I had on my tending list were to research sleep habits and track my sleep. I have done both of those things. I've read a book called The Sleep Solution and about half of a book called Why We Sleep. The Why We Sleep book was just an information about what happens, the reasons they think we sleep, blah, blah, blah. And it was putting me to sleep every night, which I consider to be a great thing. But The Sleep Solution had some more constructive things. It's been really interesting tracking my sleep, not with a like Fitbit or anything, but just by my wake ups and the times I've woken up to go to the bathroom, and that's shown me some stuff. This next month I will either be busting out my Fitbit or potentially having an Apple Watch. I think that might be what Jesse's getting me for my birthday. I don't know yet. Either way, I might wear something because I'm going to continue sleep tracking next month, I think. This time maybe be a little bit more precise with it. The other thing that was on my list that I didn't put on my power sheets, but kind of happened on its own, was reducing caffeine and sugar. Not through any like epic choices of my own, but just due to how shitty I'm feeling and how nauseated I am. It's not hard to reduce certain things if your body's rejecting them. Goal number 7, to prioritize my mental health, and this quarter's focus is on establishing a new morning routine. The habit that is not in my power sheets but is in my planner as my year of healthy habits is to wake up at 6 a.m. every day. And I have been doing fairly good with that. Now, to be fair, I'm giving myself a little bit of leeway. If I get up and out of bed between 6 and 6:30 in the morning, I count it. Just listen to my body. But I'm going to try and be a little bit more accurate. And on the weekends, I slept in, but I didn't sleep in anywhere near late as I usually do. So that's a good thing. The other items on this list were to start doing morning paragraph. I was going to give myself 3 weeks, and I actually have been doing it. Not consistently, not every single day, but most days I've been doing it. The thing I noticed was that a lot of the time what I was writing down was my dreams. So I think I might actually start a dream tracking practice. Like, not tracking, but a dream journaling practice. To keep the morning paragraph, to just write whatever's on my mind first thing. But if I really am remembering my dream strongly, maybe I'll skip morning paragraph and write my dream instead. Or have that count. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but it's been fascinating to me to see the dreams I've been having, especially right after January 6th when shit hella hit the fan here in the US. My dreams got a little intense and scary. The other item on my list was to clean my office each night for my own mental health, and in the mornings when I get up to do my morning routine to have a nice clean office. I am doing my best most nights. It's relatively easier to remember to clean your office when you've just redone your office and you want it to stay nice, but I'm also like a surface clutterer. When there's surfaces, I put shit on them, and that habit is one I need to break, and I'm not quite there yet. But I have been straightening my office, at least my computer desk and my immediate surroundings, even if the back desk turns into my junk drawer that's not a drawer. And then finally, goal number 8, arguably my terrifying goal, the cultivate big picture adulting practices, the thing that scares me the most, especially since my mini goal for this first quarter is to get my finances in order. The goal I thought I was going to avoid the most went really, really well this month. On my list, I had to schedule meetings to talk to Jesse about finances, which we did, and to prep for 2020 taxes, which I did. For those of you who have followed me for a certain amount of time, you have probably seen me in multiple planners and power sheets and whatnot moving taxes from week to 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 week till right up to April 15th, or last year right up till July 15th. This year, I have all of my expenses and everything reconciled and receipts ready to go. The only thing I'm waiting on is income statements, and then we are going to try and file our taxes next month. If I get my taxes done early for the first time since I started working for myself, holy shit. Holy shit. I did also pay my quarterly taxes on time, and they've been taken out because Uncle Sam does not waste time taking the money out of your account, even if he might waste time putting the stimulus into your account. And one of the things I'm also crossing off of my quarterly action items that was not on the power sheet is setting aside funeral expenses. Jesse actually let me know that we do have a small amount of life insurance through his work that is more than enough to cover our funeral expenses. Both of us are covered by it, which I didn't know. Getting life insurance through work is the only way either of our sickly asses will get it. If there's ever a point where he's not working there anymore, we'll have to set it aside, but for now we're gonna let that ride. We're gonna let that ride like Flo Rida. How does Flo Rida ride? Do I sound really like an almost 41-year-old lady? Because I am. Anyway, now that we have talked about my goals for the month, let's jump right into filling out the power sheets for February 2021. So here is the Prepare Well page. I'm going to just get this filled out really quick with my important to-dos I'm excited for, on my mind, and I am hopeful that. For my important to-dos for the month, these are the ones I know about. There is a lot of kind of up in the air things going on this month, so I'm not quite sure about certain things, but things I am sure I want to get done or I need to get done this month. The Highlighter Thunderdome, I have it on the schedule. It's gonna fucking happen, I swear to God. Kicking off the book club for the first time in 2021. That video will be out next week, so stay tuned for that. I have lots of family birthdays in February. My sister's birthday, my cousin's birthday, my uncle's birthday, my mother-in-law's birthday. I might have even forgotten some, but like family-wise, February is a heavy-duty birthday month for us. And then I am hoping to put a new Skillshare class out by the end of February. More on that in a later video. I'm excited for a low-key Valentine's Day with Jesse. We won't have the kids. It'll just be the two of us. We don't even know what we're doing, but I'm assuming it'll be nice. I just love hanging out with him, man. Spending more time in the Discord, because that is something that I have been working really hard to get spruced up, and I am hoping that with the kickoff of the book club, the Discord will be like the new and improved Discord will be rocking and rolling. The book club, like I said, and hopefully starting to garden, because it's starting to become that time here in good old Napa Valley. On my mind, I paid my quarterly taxes, but like filing our 2021 taxes, whether we have to pay or not, always gives me anxiety. But I'm hoping this year we're ahead of the game. I have to find a kidney doctor. My kidney doctor is retiring, which really bums me out because I love him. That's really stressful for me. And then helping my kids deal with school this semester. It is a rough ride here in virtual school, high school land. And then I'm hopeful that the vaccine rollout is going to work smoothly. I'm hoping that our new administration, which I've already talked about being grateful for, will fix some shit, because some shit needs fixing. I don't know how much I've talked about it here on the channel, but we are beginning to put out our applications and keep our eye open for a rescue dog that fits with our needs as a family. With everybody and their mother wanting dogs because of people staying at home, it's not super easy, but we are patient. Now, this last month, I didn't wind up using the calendar, and to be perfectly honest, I'm really not feeling a need for the calendar at the moment. So I think for the moment, I am going to skip the calendar. One thing I did do this last month was I used a tab to take me straight to my tending list, because I found when I was coming into my power sheets that I would not go straight to it, and I'm actually put it on the outside page so I can just open directly up to my tending list. The way I'm going to kind of work this out is with each of these action plans, I'm going to cross off what got done and see what I can move to the next one. And definitely this month, setting up the quarterly book club, like I've done the research I want to on that, and I'm supposed to kick it off right at the beginning of February. So like this will be kind of the trial run, and define where and how my community exists can be the other sort of information. I'm going to leave Patreon for like the last chunk of the quarter, I think. So scheduling the Skillshare classes and working on the curriculum, that is something I need to work on this month, because I want to get the first one out at the end of February, hopefully, for the year. and begin creating workflows is something I've actually already started this month. So it made sense. So those two things are things I want to put on my list. What I want to get done this month ideally is to get the new series of fuckery flowers continued. Or maybe I should set my goal as, finish 6 of the series 2 paintings, because that's half. And I have almost all of them at least started. Moving to goal number 3, the things that I have left on here are plan out a Skillshare curriculum for the whole year. Like, what are all the classes? Like, having this one, it's kind of like a mixture of schedule the Skillshare classes and do the basic planning of what they're going to be. And so I want to kind of add that as part of the other one. And then I do want to map out and brainstorm new fuckery flowers. I want to finish the ones I'm doing now and start brainstorming what the next ones will be, which is something I don't need to do all the time, but I can do kind of during my February creative date. On to goal number 4, empower my kids to become adults with a strong sense of self. I think that in order to work on the habits, we need to continue to build on the ones we're working on. So I'm going to move those over as weekly habits. And then the regular school accountability is potentially a daily habit, when they're here at least. And actually, I kind of want to add daily exercise to that as well. So a lot for when we have them. Create a secure, life-giving home. Enlist the family to help. Start following through on the plan. Clean the carpets and get a Roomba. We did not get a Roomba. So I want to actually get a Roomba on the list because that is high on our list. I kind of want to put the cleaning plan on both the weekly and the daily goal list because I think that's kind of where shit was starting to fall apart. Support my physical health with restorative habits. So this month, I think the daily exercise routine, which I already put on there for the kids, is going to be the big thing to focus on. The healthy habit that I am going to incorporate for my bullet journal, it's actually on my goal 7 list, but it kind of goes with both of these, and that is to make breakfast every day for the kids and for me. Making the breakfast for the kids really helps them with their mental health in the morning. And if I make it for me, then it means I'm eating something that's relatively good for me in the morning rather than finding whatever McDonald's breakfast I can DoorDash. And I can start thinking about the hatch routine because what I want to do is I want to test it, but then I also need to check and see how it's working for me. Number 7, prioritizing my mental health. Make breakfast. And what I want to do is the Daily Stoic. I have been reading it most days, but I haven't really been tracking it. And it's easy to track because you just have to catch up with it. But I would like to track that. And then my final goal, cultivating big picture adulting practices. I actually hope we file taxes early. Wouldn't that be nice? And then the other thing I would like to start doing is setting aside automatic savings. It's a lot less than January, which is good because January had a lot of beginning of the year shit, and this feels a little manageable. Remember, it's a 4-week month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 10 lines and I have 8 things here. That's a good thing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's not, I didn't fill up all those lines either. So that's good. And then for daily ideas, I have 4 here because this one will be in my healthy habits in the bullet journal, daily exercise for me and the kids, school accountability, cleaning plan, and the Daily Stoic. So that's 4. So it looks like I actually am doing pretty good when it comes to a reasonable amount of goals, which is good because some of these are big puppies. Getting the Skillshare class filmed this month and working on the fuckery flowers when it comes to work, that's going to be, a lot, aside from my regular stuff, it's going to be quite a bit of work. So it's not like I need to overload myself here, right? Last month, I felt like I was going to start a new tradition by putting some of my own whack-ass words and encouraging words. But let's be real here. I filmed this the day of the inauguration. And like a lot of you, I was extremely touched and amazed by Amanda Gorman, the Youth Poet Laureate, who spoke. 22 years old, fucking I'm a stan, and I'm going to order her book when it comes out and all those other good things. But the end of her poem really hit me right in the feels. It was, for there is always light if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it. If you did not get the chance to hear her recite that poem during the inauguration, 10 out of 10 recommend. It was so good. So very good. I'm going to save my priority till I'm done filling everything in for the month. And then making sure to dot all of the items with either the one or the multiple goals that they represent. My top priority for the month is to publish the Skillshare class, because that'll keep me on track for the other things I want to get done over the course of the year. The book club is also a top priority as well, but most of that work has already been done. That's why I put set up book club and evaluate. I want to evaluate as it's going on. It won't wrap up till towards the end of March. Basically, my big goal is just to get it going and then to kind of like, as I'm doing it, make notes and think and listen to feedback about how it's working. Now, as I was doing this, I kind of broke a couple of these into like for one, the define where and how my community exists is pretty fucking generic. Instead of doing that, I decided to put refresh Discord and write Facebook group rules, because I don't anticipate the Facebook group opening up in February, but I do anticipate it opening up early in March, so doing that work ahead of time. Whereas a lot of the Discord work has already been done, and I just need to implement some of that, right? So I broke that up into those pieces. As for Skillshare, I broke it into schedule and plan Skillshare curriculum, and then publish a Skillshare class. It's two different ones. And the schedule and planning is two different goals. You can see here, scheduling was the systems goal and creative goes for the planning goal. But the publish I'm putting in for systems, because getting it made and published, I want to work on the systems for that. There's like a lot of work related stuff up here. And then we have get and start using a Roomba, which means I need to get it before the end of the month. Find my hatch routine is the only health related goal that made it up into the upper stratosphere here of monthly things. But then my two adulting goals for the month are both the bigger ones, and that's to set up automatic savings and file for 2020 taxes. Then in my weekly action items, I have a mixture of things. Like last month, almost everything up here was work and adulting, and almost everything here had to do with my kids. Well, there's still a lot of kid stuff here, but there's some work stuff that have made it into here, as well as some health stuff that made it up here. Health and household stuff. Feels a little bit more varied that way. So create a complete workflow. So basically what I want here is that every week when I'm doing one of the tasks I do, whether it is scheduling videos or taking pictures for Etsy or whatever the case may be, when I'm doing an aspect of my business that I can potentially pass to somebody else and duplicate, I need to create the workflow while I'm doing it, which means I just need to know I'm doing that, because it's going to add a little bit more time. So my goal is there's 4 weeks in February. By the end of the month, hopefully I will have 4 fully completed workflows. That won't be all of the workflows I need to work on. How many times can I say work, 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 work? It'll be a great start. Same with this one. Finish a fuckery flower. I have 12 fuckery flowers started for series 2. The most finished one has about a third. The way I make my fuckery flowers, and I promised a video on that, and I will hopefully make one for you sometime in the next 6 months or so, but I do a sketch, watercolors, go down for a few layers of depth, and then I do a few layers of colored pencils to build detail. The farthest I've gotten on one of them is the first layer of colored pencil, and there's one that is only a sketch. Every other one at least has watercolors down. So I might be able to finish one every single week. That will be my goal, to get through 4 of them this month, because my release for more fuckery flowers is not planned for a few more months. So taking it slowly rather than trying to chug it all down, I want to see if I can get in the habit of doing work on one every single week, even when I have other things like Skillshare classes going on. And then these 3 have to do with the kids building their routines, which is the goal for this quarter, is helping them rebuild habits and routines. And one of them also has to do with the house, and that is to work on the kids' sleep routines carried over from last month. We're going to continue that. It's kind of hard when you only have them every other week. And then Jess and I said, with the kids or not cook, it's marked as as a kids routine, but when the kids aren't here, I still want Jessie to cook at least once a week. And then weekly cleaning plan, I have it marked here as both keeping the house clean, but also as the kids' habits, because God damn it, dude, they need to get in the habit of keeping their shit clean so that they don't turn into like dirty grubbers when they move out. And then for my daily action items, 3 of them have to do with the kids, but also with other things. So daily exercise, it's marked, oh, hi, Mark again, down for me, my physical health, and for the kids' routine. every day. School accountability, it's for the weeks that they're here, but when they're not here, I'm still going to text them. So we'll see how often I can get checked in with them. Daily cleaning, similar to the weekly cleaning plan, it's just the daily tasks and it is marked down in the same way. And then for my one mental health goal on this entire list, it's read the Daily Stoic. Mainly because my other mental health goal, to make breakfast every day to work on my morning routine, is going in my bullet journal. And now my last thing I'm going to do, kind of the be creative, take a fucking load off sort of situation here, is I am going to decorate my tending list because why not? Let's see, of all those like little warshies, the warshies, which one feels appropriate? There's so much pink on here for working on shit with my kids. I haven't even looked to see how long I have them this month, but that's whatever, no big deal, right? Parenting is a thing. So that seems like a good one to put on here to be like, I love my kids. My kids love me, I assume, because it would suck if I found out they didn't, but I don't think that's the case. Oh, where's the stickers that come in the book? I'm trying to use those up too, so everything is a mess in my drawer. My drawer that holds all my shit is a hot fucking mess is what it is. Okay, so I've got some of these here. What did I do last month? I did something last month. I marked down, oh hi Mark, my other top priority. I had my priority for the month and then my other priority. So I'm going to put that down up on here. Up on here. The other top priority is the Discord. Mostly because I really want the book club to take place in part in the Discord. So getting that done, they go together. And then I want to put in here which one is going to be the one that helps with my like the most quality of life situation. And I'm actually going to put down daily exercise with my kids because I think it won't just be my quality of life, but it'll be their quality of life, and kind of like the whole happy wife, happy life situation. Same thing with your teenagers. Happy teenagers, less stressed out mom, my guy. And so I am going to just throw a couple of flowers on here, which is what I did before. And soon, maybe there will be a time when I decide to get a little bit more creative with it. But right now, honestly, I don't give that much of a shit. I just want it to be as pretty as it can be. That is not going to fit, is it? That's what happens when you put in more habits. More. I'll do this little orange situation right here. There we go. So here is my tending list. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I am continually trying to figure out the format of these videos. I've been doing them for a few years now, and much like the bullet journal ones, I'm trying to just evolve to make them more enjoyable, but to stay helpful. I know it is very helpful for you to see somebody go through in real time, set up their goals from the information that they've already done. Like if you can watch all of my goal setting videos back to back to back, you can watch my process and how things go and how things don't go. So getting feedback from you is really important, and I'd love to hear it in the comments below. Let me know something that you are looking forward to in February, something you're going to be doing, something you're going to be watching. If it's a new TV show, let me know, because I'm just about to finish up Bridgerton and I need something else. So let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask, all those good things. Subscribe. And until next time, friends, peace out.